good morning. It's a very early morning for us. It's 1:30 in the morning. We're going to be hitting the road at 2 a.m. and we're going to Dallas. And we estimate it's going to take between 18 and 19 hours. I'm a little bit tired. I went to bed at 9, so 4.5 hours sleep. We're taking the cooler with us. 18-hour drive. We're going to put some ice in, get some cool drinks because it is going to be a hot drive. I think the average temperature is going to be about 94, 95 the entire way. We've got some snacks. Just going to pack it all in a cooler, put it on the back seat so we can reach in there. I've taken 2 suitcases plus a bag, and the husband's taken 1 suitcase. So I've packed a lot this time. Normally I'm a minimalist packer. There's all our suitcases there, plus the cooler. So we're going to load up our drinks now. And I guess I should do outfit of the day. I've got my vacay t-shirt on and a comfy pair of shorts to drive in. I don't know if we can see those. Like I said, it's going to be a hot drive and we're going to be driving into the sun. Let's get on the road. Official departure time 2:20. Goodbye Las Vegas. See you in a week. We're at our first stop at the TA gas station at Kingman. Little Black Bear diner here. So we're on time, we made good time. The road between the Hoover Dam and Kingman is really bad, really. Can you hear all those birds? It's really bumpy, lots of potholes. So that slowed us down a bit, but we're here at 4:09 in the morning. And our next stop is going to be Flagstaff, so that's about another 2 hours and 15 minutes. So hopefully in about an hour it will start to brighten up a little bit because it's still pitch black, which I don't like driving at night time. So the husband's doing the first little leg, probably at Kingman I'll take over. So at Kingman is where you get on the I-40 and literally go from the I-40 at Kingman all the way through Arizona, New Mexico to Amarillo, Texas. And then at Amarillo, we're going to get off the I-40 and take a slower road all the way into Dallas. I'll see you in a bit. We're now at Flagstaff and we stopped at McDonald's because I wanted a coffee. We had an issue with the car. It said maintenance, but it wasn't showing us what. So we stopped and put air in the tyres, drinking a coffee, having a hamburger. The sun is up. Next leg is Flagstaff to Albuquerque, 4 hours and 33 minutes. So we'll check back in at our next pit stop. Okay, I've done my little stint of driving. I only did about an hour and a half, which was really bad. My eyes were just like stinging those, just staring into that sun. It's so bright. I did wear my sunglasses, but it still was too much. Time for a little refreshing drink. This is nice and cold because we've got the cooler in the back full of ice, so it's keeping the drinks nice and cold. There's the first cowboy. I'm on the lookout for cowboys. So that's the first one. We're still in Arizona. So we stopped at, it says Navajo Land. It's a really big service station for all these big trucks. And I can tell you, these trucks today, they are weaving right across all the lanes. Twice we nearly got swiped out of our lane by a truck. But anyway, it's been really good sailing so far because there's barely any traffic on the road, which is really surprising. No, 30 minutes from the state line. So I think we're 197 from Albuquerque. 197. Yeah, we're about 197 from Albuquerque. So we'll press on the next little stint and I'll catch you up then. You know, you're in the country when you see a trailer full of cows. Pretty dog. Off to the rodeo. So now that we're in Arizona, you can see that it is a lot greener here. There we go. And the elevation, we're at about 5,000 feet here in Flagstaff. We just went through all the mountains. What movie did you watch?
It's called
Sarah. He fell asleep whilst he was watching it and dropped on the floor. Twice.
Yeah,
And
my knees kept moving. I was holding the thing up at an angle. That's the only way you could see it, because the sign, you couldn't see the screen.
Remember when you told me that I should take it slow, but I can't stay when the world is waiting. I'm too used to being on my own.
coming into Gallup, which I think is in New Mexico. That's pretty. I bet there's some pretty hiking in them. There are hills.
The wind is calling my name. I'm dancing on the edge again. This time I'm not looking back, babe.
Well, it's been a while since we've come here. Snack time. It is 10:07 Nevada time. Currently driving through Albuquerque, New Mexico. It's now noon, so we're on time for
Got 4 hours.
4 hours till we get to Amarillo, Texas. So now we're on the west side of Albuquerque on the I-40, and looking out the window you can tell that the terrain's really changed. It's got really flat for miles and miles. And I remember driving through this part years ago at night time, and you can see so many stars at this point in the night sky. It's amazing. Anywho, let me swing the camera around so you can see how different it looks. So there's a lot more grass here. Oh, what's this? That looks cool. Flat.
I'm still behind the wheel.
And we're approaching Moriarty. Oh, flipping heck. We are now officially in Texas, and let me tell you, I just jumped out the driver's seat to get in the passenger seat, and the humidity has jumped up. Well, I've been driving for about an hour and a half. So an hour and a half ago, it wasn't humid. It is now in your face. I am sweating just from walking from there to there. Oh, but it's lovely and green. Let me show you. There's a nice camper van here. Let me show you that. That's cute, isn't it? Anyway, that's how green it is. We just stopped at a little picnic lay-by. Long, tall grass. So we are 65 miles away from Amarillo. It's, what time is it? It's just gone 3 o'clock, so we should get there at 4. And Texas is 2 hours ahead, so technically it's 6. So we've probably got about 2 more hours of light. Well, we've got 65 miles on the freeway on I-40, then we get off onto a slower road, so hopefully it won't be too bad. It is now 6:28 in the evening and it's dusk. You can see the sun's kind of changed colour. So we've got about another 3 hours. So Dallas time we're going to get in at 11:37 at night, and Vegas time it'll be 9:37 at night. So I've just stopped driving. My husband's going to take over for the last bit, so I probably won't see you until the hotel room. All right, see you in a bit. It's lightning too. Welcome to Dallas.
First day in Texas.
Okay, it's the next day. There is a story to tell, but I'm going to save that for later on in the video. A story with pictures. So we're actually in a different hotel. We're now in the Hilton Gardens. So I'm going to do a really quick room tour because we have to get dressed and out the door to go to my friend's house for afternoon dinner. So this is the view from coming in the door. We have a little cloakroom area here, ironing board, a little rack to store your luggage, and then we have the little kitchen area, which is the microwave, coffee machine, and in here is the fridge. Moving on, we have a full-length mirror, and we did not travel lightly this time. We have a little luggage rack with a little bench, a nice sized TV with a desk area. This is the view outside. That's the I-75 right there, freeway. Happy State Bank. It's lovely and warm outside, even though it's gloomy, the clouds are gloomy, it's really lovely. Little patio down there. There's also a swimming pool on the other side. I'm just enjoying all the trees and the grass right now. We have a nice comfy high chair with a reading lamp and table, bedside tables, reading lights. Gonna imagine this is a king size. And then quickly to the bathroom. We have a humongous shower. Love that. Really nice and clean with lots of little, what's this? Makeup remover. That's what I need. Body lotions, potions, shampoo, conditioner, shower gel. Okay. So like I said, this is the Hilton Garden in Allen, Texas, which is a suburb of Dallas. I'll catch you in a few. Hiya! It's now later in the evening. We spent the entire evening, afternoon, evening, at our friend's house, just catching up. We haven't seen them, I think it's almost 9 years, maybe, yeah, 9 years I think. So we're just sitting outside on the outdoor patio. You can hear noise in the background, it's the freeway. And we're having a beer. And we're gonna go, there's a little Mexican place next door, so we're gonna go next door and check that out and see. What time is it? It's I think it's about 8:30 here. So it's just going to sundown now. It stays lighter here in Texas, in Dallas, than it does in Las Vegas in the evenings. These are extremely spicy. They're filled with brisket. So good. And then we just got some chips and salsa here.
They're called Allen Eagle eggs.
Allen Eagle eggs.
Got brisket taco, refried, rice, that is more like a bean soup versus the normal Mexican refried beans. Looks
good.
tasty. The brisket meat, Texas known for. And I got one chicken taco.
And I went for a ginormous blue cheeseburger with sweet potato fries. Longhorn cows, we're in Texas. Look at those longhorns. Wow.
You and me, I will always dream about how it will be to feel your arms around me, yeah, let it sink in, yeah, I just let it sink in. You and me, wonder how it feels to have you cheek to cheek, but this is not reality, or let it sink in, yeah, I just let it sink in.
Monkeys, what is that, chipmunk?
Where did it go? The warmth and the smoke when we were standing in the parking lot. Your mother used to swear.
Beaver nuggets. So this is a gas station. It's got about 100 pumps, so you can get your gas. And this is the store inside, which is, well, you can buy pretty much anything. We're in the children's clothing right now, so when I say you can buy anything, pretty much anything in here.
My head, a crowd in my head, but you helped me filling in the blanks. I knew just
And get a Buc-ee's bikini. So the guys are choosing their beef jerky. You're tasting the jerky?
Yeah, I got that ghost pepper one. See, look, that shit wet already.
biscuit sandwich. So this gas station apparently is the biggest in America, and they've got one on the way to Austin, Texas. This particular one is in Melissa, Dallas. It just goes on and on. So when we were at Buc-ee's, my husband picked up these Buc-ee's beaver nuggets, sea salted caramel. So we're going to give these a try. We're not really sure what they are. I don't know if they're like popcorn based or corn based.
Like corn puff.
Corn puffs.
Yeah, with the caramel, light caramel on the top of it. But we're about to find out.
Yeah, we'll give them a go.
I don't know if you eat those with a glass of milk or if you eat those with a glass of beer. We're about to find out.
This is what they look like. I'm gonna give it a go. You see what this looks like? These are good.
Right? Corn puff with a
But it's,
light caramel on it.
the glaze is like caramel popcorn, but the
It
actual
is popcorn?
no, the glaze is like the glaze that you find on popcorn,
Right.
but the actual kernel isn't.
So while you describing them to me, can I have a taste?
Kind of like popcorn, but also
No.
kind of not.
It's a corn puff. Yeah, it's a corn puff. It's a corn puff. Yeah,
I like them.
Yeah,
Different.
because you can buy corn puffs by themselves. It's like $4.47 a bag.
So we're here in the historical area of McKinney, downtown, and I couldn't resist videoing these little homes. They're so unique looking. Look, that one has a castle turret. They look like Hansel and Gretel homes. We got our old style Texas barbecue here. It's pretty cool.
Fire pit / barbecue.
Yeah. I like this little spiral staircase. Here's the town centre. Historic downtown McKinney Cultural District.
Yeah, isn't it so cute? When I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to get this.
French inspired apparel and home. We're now at the British pub. Years ago they used to have one called the Londoner here. I don't know if this is the same site or whether they've changed place. Oh, they've got like a little games room out here. This is cute. It's like a little barn where you can play cornhole. Your snooker, I forgot. I think that's called shuffleboard. But yeah. Darts, nothing like a bit of home. I like the floorboards. It's called the Pub McKinney, and I found a what's this? A Strongbow cider on the menu, so I thought I'd treat myself to that. And the husband's gone for some weird naming beer.
Yogaling lager. Yogaling lager. Don't know what it tastes like. About to find out.
And we're gonna get a Chicago hot dog and a fish sandwich. We have one big fish sandwich and one big Chicago hot dog on a toasted bun. Yummy. And homemade chips. idea of the boss. A little tractor parked in the parking lot for your local yokel store. He's marching off in front of me because he's hot. I'm coming.
I'm not going to cross over.
No, we're in the shade here. It's very hot. So we're heading back to the little parking lot. They got several just outside the square here.
Yeah, the parking was easy.
Yeah, there's plenty of parking here in McKinney, but we just saw a squirrel cross the road. Ooh, there's wildlife everywhere, even in the centre of the towns here. So I saw a rat the other day, which I'm not scared of rats because my friend had a couple of rats when I was at college. She used to bring him into college and wear him under her sweater in class. So I'm not scared of rats, but saw a rat last night or a couple of nights ago, and then a couple of squirrels. But we were told that in the centre of town there's actually a lot of coyotes that come into the town and have bitten people, so that's a bit scary. All right, and can you hear that noise? Hold on. Can you hear that clicking noise? Those are some sort of critters that live in the trees.
Lotus.
Lotus?
Or crickets, yeah.
They must be about a foot big. That is loud.
They're small, but it's just they in big quantity.
It's loud. All right, catch you later. Town trolley. We've got cute little murals. That looks pretty. Harvest. That's a restaurant. Very oldie worldy. That's the store that I was just in. So this would be the town hall, this building in the centre. It's the centre of the square.
There's two flags out front.
Now, we're just leaving the historic district. But I can tell you the stores are very expensive here. I saw a cute tiny little broderie anglais white cotton blouse and it was like $125. These are older homes. Got a lot of character. Ooh. Oh, look at that one. Look at that one. Ooh. What if that was an Airbnb? It said welcome on the outside. Look at that one. These are some big homes. That reminds me of your home that you grew up in, except for it was a 2-story. They've got their little white picket fences.
System around the city.
Yeah.
Or either I'm in the wrong lane.
Oh, look at that one. Oh, that garden. Really pretty. Funky Monkey, shaved ice. So now we're at a place called Waters Creek. It's an outdoor shopping mall area. He's happy to be here. It's like a town within a town. It's really cute. So we're going to have just a quick wander around. It's now 7 o'clock in the evening and it's kind of the most perfect time because the temperature's cooled down a bit. So let's go see what's here. So got this cute little playground area. I think this is the centre of the shopping mall, but it's like a little treehouse area with noisemakers and then these lights in the tree. just like little things that they can do for the kiddos. So we're gonna walk around here. This is a cute little area. Little coffee shop. Come here later, maybe get a latte. Fountain at the pub, the Lion and Crown. So they've got a nice little amphitheatre seating area down there. Now that's a fireplace. Look how big that is.
Texas style.
Yeah, that's like 3 stories high, 2 stories high. And they do light it, look. The flames, yeah. That's at the back of the pub. I like all these planters. I see the ivy can grow here. That's good to know. Here we are.
Street tacos, 1 chicken, 1 beef.
Cheers, thank you. And I've gone for cottage pie. Looks perfect. So we just had breakfast. That's our little buffet area. That's the little seating area out there. We was out there the other night, and then this is the reception area with the fireplace, reception over here, and then on the other side there's a little lounge area. There's the little swimming pool and the hot tub jacuzzi, and on the other side over there is a gym. You can tell you're in Texas with the pictures. Yeah, the gym's down there. So this is South Fork Ranch, where they used to film the program Dallas with J.R. Ewing. There's the entrance. There's the house. When we arrived in Texas, everyone kept talking about H-E-B, the grocery store to shop at, and this is our first time in one. And to be honest, they got a little bit of everything, so let me show you what I found. Oh, I like this table, 100. We're here looking at all the different meat rubs. Cluckalicious. So we are in this really unique housing development, and it's based on the Mediterranean designs. Those are some big homes, good Lord. And this is in McKinney, and they've got restaurants and some boutiques. Now this reminds me of Vegas's version of, oh gosh, what is it called? Not Lake Las Vegas. Yeah, Lake Las Vegas. That house there in front though. Zoom in on that. That is, well, it's a mansion. It's not a house, is it? Let's be honest. Wow, it's so pretty in those gardens. They've even got like a little golf course. These are multi-million-dollar homes. It's beautiful. Okay, we're gonna go for a little walk then. I should say good morning, but it is actually the afternoon now. So we're gonna explore this little area for a minute and then probably go back to the hotel room to cool off. I promised you a story time with pictures. So what happened was, on that first night we arrived at the hotel at about 11:30 p.m. after a 20-hour drive from Las Vegas, and we checked in, and I didn't pick this up at first until we entered the room, and oh boy, we have never seen anything like this before. I'm going to show you these pictures. So as you can see, the bathtub was disgusting. The picture of the towels don't pick this up, but they were grubby too. The chair you couldn't even sit on because it was, I don't know, it looked like oil had been put on the armrests. All the leather was missing off the trim of the ottoman. The office chair, well, there was no pleather left on it. It was just disgusting. The walls looked like they had, I don't know, splashes of something up the bedroom walls and the bathroom walls. It looked like someone had punched a hole in the door and it had been plastered up. And then there was the ironing board, which I don't know if it was glue. I have no idea what was all over that. And then there was the smell, and I can't tell you what. It wasn't must, it wasn't weed. I don't know if it was a combination of the two. I don't know. So what happened was, we tried to rebook a different hotel straight away that night as soon as we got in the room, and no one was answering their phone. So we decided just to lay on top of the bed that night just for a few hours. We got up at the crack of dawn, put everything back into our car. We then drove to Waffle House, had a breakfast. We were absolutely shattered. And then we did an early check-in of the hotel that I did the room tour of. So it was a bit of a disaster the first night, but the rest of the vacation was so much fun. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I've got a playlist of travel where we've been all over the place. So check that out. And I really appreciate you watching this video. Thanks so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye.